Hey everybody, so today I'm gonna try to take you through a quick unboxing of the HTC Bolt. Now I got this at launch, and the guy at the store, before I knew it, was opening up the phone and trying to set it up. So it's not gonna be a true unboxing, but I'll try to get you as close to the unboxing experience as possible. So here's the box, Sprint and HTC branding on the front. On the back, not much to look at there, but let's take off the sleeve, see what that looks like there. Big HTC logo on the front. Typical HTC square box, and on the back you've got your specs. So this one so let's take a look real quick. Actually, let's bring in the HTC 10 box so you guys can kind of see the difference here. So HTC Bolt, HTC 10 obviously. Pattern texture here on the front of the 10. If we turn it over, we can go through some of the differences in each of these phones. So on the 10 you have a Snapdragon 820. On the Bolt it's an 810. They went with the 810 on the Bolt supposedly because it supports Sprint's new LTE Plus frequencies. So we'll also do a quick comparison here to see if that really affects anything. So far, I don't notice a whole lot of difference in performance, maybe a little bit more heat. Your HTC 10 is a 5.2-inch device, Quad HD, LCD 5, while the Bolt boasts a 5.5-inch bigger Quad HD LCD 3 panel. So we'll also take a quick look at the color differences in the panel, see if we notice any differences in the quality of those LCD displays. Other differences, the Bolt has 3 gigs of RAM, the 10 comes with 4. They're both rocking 32 gigs of onboard storage. They both have micro SD expansion. Other differences here, obviously, is going to be the Bolt's only going to support Quick Charge 2.0 because of that Snapdragon 810 versus Quick Charge 3.0 supported by the 820 on the HTC 10. They both have HTC Boom Sound as well as Dolby Audio and high-res audio support. Actually, does this one have Dolby Audio? Maybe not, but definitely Boom Sound and high-res audio. The HTC 10 actually has a 3.5mm headphone jacks, while your Bolt does not. They did away with that. They're going with that trend of not including a headphone jack. They both do come with USB Type-C, so you'll get your music through Type-C on the Bolt. I believe it comes with some special headphones. We'll take a look at that when we get to the inside the box. And adaptive audio here. So HTC is big on audio. The adaptive audio is a big feature combined with their headphones, so we'll have to play with that as well. The other difference real quick are the cameras. So on the HTC 10 you've got a 12 megapixel f/1.8 aperture. Does have optical image stabilization. The Bolt comes with a 16 megapixel camera with a higher aperture of f/2.0 and also has optical image stabilization. Front camera is 8 megapixels here, f/2.4. This is a 5 megapixel camera on the front with also the same f/1.8, but the HTC 10 comes with optical image stabilization. But enough of that, we're here for the unboxing, so we'll go ahead and remove the lid. And there's our HTC Bolt. So like I said, the person at the store already had unboxed it for me, took off the plastic, so we're not going to get any of that great plastic peeling satisfaction, but it's just a wrap anyway. So there's the Bolt. I've already been using it, like I said, but let's see if we can give you a quick reboot here so you can kind of see the boot animations. Restart. So we'll leave that there. You can see the Sprint paper there and branding. We'll let that boot up. You can take a look at the animation. We'll look at the rest of the box. So at the top, very much like the HTC 10 looking box, traditional HTC placement here. You've got your SIM card ejector there. Notice some headphones here, as well as it comes with a Quick Charge 2.0 adapter, as well as your Type-C cable. So let's take a quick look at all that. Here we go. We've got some late night reading material. They're trying to warn you about Wi-Fi calling for some reason. You have your getting started guides. So if you want to take a quick look at that, you can do that. Some people like the paperwork. So if you want to know how to set it up, there you go. We've also got product information and stuff there. And like we said, we've got a Quick Charge 2.0 adapter. You've got your Type-C cable there. There's the USB Type-C to regular Type A, because of course it has to go into there. And it actually comes with earbuds. So these are the special HTC earbuds. Comes with extra ear tips to fit your ears. But we're going to have to try this one out because these are no ordinary earbuds. So we'll quickly take a look here at the tips here. So HTC branding, if we can get that there. HTC branding there. Angled to fit into your ears. So that's kind of what the buds look like there. But really, what makes this cool is that this is a USB-C headphone set. So this will go into, obviously, the bottom port here of your Bolt, and that's how you'll listen to your music. Now, the thing is, they didn't include a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter. So you're going to have to use either these earbuds that come in the box, or if you've got another set of, let me see if I can find some here real quick, of Type-C earbuds. You know, like these that came in with your, maybe something like a Late Pro 3, you know, or some aftermarket buds, you're going to be in trouble. But really, HTC says it's supposed to be better. What I'm noticing is a lot of these Type-C headphones are coming possibly with a little bit of a DAC built into the Type-C module there, but they claim because it's digital audio, you're going to get better quality audio. That's not always the case. It's really dependent upon the amplification and the encoding of that digital music with a DAC. So unless it has something to do it, or you can do it through software maybe, which possibly the HTC does do, that's going to be key if you're a music lover. So we'll definitely go ahead and play with these and try that adaptive sound and everything else later. But for now, let's ditch the box and take a look at the Bolt. So let me unlock it real quick for you. And so here's the Bolt. So again, LCD 5.5 LCD 3 quad HD display. Let's go ahead and quickly unlock and bring in the HTC 10 here, so you can kind of take a quick look at both. So they look very much the same, very similar designs, I'm going to say. Again, LCD 5 screen here, LCD 3 screen here. Same fingerprint scanner, if you notice, exact same placement, a little bit lower on the chin, not quite centered, but very much looking like the same fingerprint scanner. At the top, you can take a look at the cameras. 5 megapixel camera here, but with optical image stabilization, so that sensor looks a little bit bigger at the top there. This also has dual speakers, boom sound, one in the earpiece and one here at the bottom. This is just a single mono speaker at the bottom right there. No speaker up here in the earpiece at all. So single mono firing speaker there. Let's take a look real quick here at, we'll do a quick side comparison as well so you can kind of see. So on the right side, they're both very similar. You've got the rigid power button here with your volume rockers. On the HTC 10, this is going to be your SIM card slot. On the opposite side, you're going to have your micro USB slot for your HTC 10, while you've got your SIM card slot and micro USB slot on both on the left side on the Bolt. Moving to the top, you'll notice no headphone jack on the Bolt, headphone jack at the top for the 10, and at the bottom, there you go, fairly similar. Both have Type-C, single mono firing speaker for the Bolt. There's your other half of your boom sound for your HTC 10. So you can compare 5.2 over to 5.5. Compare the backs here. So they both have that sharp chamfer on the sides there. And I really like that because it actually makes the back feel a little bit slimmer as far as overall surface area. But you'll notice the Bolt is very much flat on the back, while the HTC 10 has that curve. So that really allows the 10 to kind of fit and nestle into the palm of your hand a little bit better, whereas the Bolt is very much more rigid and straight, and so it doesn't really fit. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but it doesn't curve as well, so it doesn't really help the feel in hand. It still feels okay, but not as comfortable as the 10. So those are some of your slight differences there. We can also look at the camera sensors. A bigger camera sensor here on the Bolt, flash located right here to the right of that on the 10. Flash is located up here on the Bolt. Both have the HTC signature dual band antenna lines at the top and the bottom. Again, I'm not really bothered by that, but just take note because some people don't really enjoy that aesthetic as much. But those are the real main differences there as far as hardware is concerned. From a display perspective, They're both Quad HD, LCD 5 on the Bolt, LCD 3 on the LCD 5, sorry, on the 10, LCD 3 on the Bolt. And let's take a quick look at the brightness here. So if we crank the brightness all the way up on both, and we take a look, about the same brightness to me. And if we come back down to maybe 50%, all right, and we'll take a look at the brightness on each. So LCD 3 here on the Bolt, LCD 5 here on the 10. I think we'll try to crank these back down to 50% brightness on each. Right about there. And there. Take a look at the brightness. Not sure if it really comes from camera, but it looks about the same brightness to me here in the room. If you crank it all the way up now, full brightness, compare. It gets fairly bright. Let's take a quick look here. There you go. So it gets fairly bright on each. They do look about the same brightness in person. Not sure how that's coming off on camera. So they do get fairly bright, but not the brightest displays. Your Samsung AMOLED panels are going to be brighter. The LCD panel on the Z Max Pro is also brighter. Not that this isn't bright enough, but it is bright, and I'll show you here. Display, brightness level. So auto brightness is off. Yeah, trust me, it's off on the other one as well. So they do get bright. Let's turn it back down for the camera. But they're definitely not the brightest LCDs. As far as color saturation and vibrancy, I try to get a really nice deep background there so you can kind of see that. They're both very nice and vibrant, but it's a lot better in person if you notice, if you look at it in person on the HTC 10. The coloring, so let's take a look at some icons. So the blues in the Twitter icons and the Telegram icons, you can really see a difference. I'm not sure if that comes off on camera, but in person, the colors on the LCD 3 panel on the Bolt are a little bit more washed out. It doesn't look bad by any means. It just looks a little bit more natural and cooler. And so some people like that. And so if you do, it looks perfectly fine. I'm used to looking at AMOLED panels where there are a lot more inky blacks and a lot more color saturation. So I like that. And so the colors just pop more on the 10. Even in the red coloring. Sorry about that. But even in the red coloring, if I can bring it back, on some of these icons like on the Yelp and on the Google+, it's a lot nicer or richer red to me on the HTC 10. So it's all a preference, but I just wanted to point you out. Cooler, warmer, cooler colors, more muted tones on the Bolt, a lot more vibrant colors on the 10. So if I like the HTC 10 panel a lot better. But other than that, I think those are the major differences there. They're both running, if you're curious, 1 second. They're both running Android N 7.0 Nougat. So if we pull up some of the software information here, there you go. So they're both running Android 7.0. The October security patch is on the Bolt, and this is up to date and as of this recording. And the HTC 10 obviously is running the November security patch, so a little more up to date here on the 10. But this just rolled out about a week ago for Nougat, so a little bit more current on the security patch. But they're both running the latest Android 7.0. I believe only the Pixels are running 7.1 right now. So latest software, they're both pretty quick too. I mean, we'll do a quick comparison if we can. Master this a little bit here on camera. So for example, when I launch Twitter, a little bit faster on the 10. I want something like, we want Telegram. A little bit faster on the 10 as well. YouTube, a little bit faster on the 10 here. So it's consistently faster, the 820, marginally faster than the 810. So if you're kind of wondering about general performance there, ESPN, yeah, again, a little bit faster on the 10. So, if you pull up camera, excuse me, I'm sorry. Live camera struggles again. So there you go. Swipe away the cameras. Try that again. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's pretty close. I think we did YouTube. And We can try Google Plus. Yeah, but a little faster on the 10 as well. But if you notice in general, performance is very snappy in both. The scrolling is very smooth here. Look at that. This is pretty intensive to do scrolling on Google Plus. They're both very, very smooth. We can go back through something like Twitter, and scrolling is fairly smooth on both. I'd say equally smooth. Want to hit our recent apps, scroll back through those. Very smooth. So Android N on both devices has them running very smoothly, very quick, very fast. The HTC 10 is just a hair bit faster with that Snapdragon 820 extra gigabyte of RAM, but really in day-to-day performance in that you just saw, just looking through apps, browsing through them, multitasking, very, very close. You're not going to notice it, that split second in day-to-day. So the only other thing I would note is that the 810 does seem to heat up the Bolt more than the 820 would heat up the metal on the HTC 10. So these are both aluminum unibody, very solid circuit designs. They conduct some heat, and that's the the Snapdragon processor doesn't help that, but the 810 definitely seems to get this warmer than the 820 gets the HTC 10. So if anyone's wondering about the heat, it does get warm. It's not burning hot to the point where you can't touch your phone, but it will get warm. And imagine when you play some intensive games or do anything else that's fairly intensive on the Bolt, it will get fairly warm. Again, not burning hot, but noticeably warm. Your palm will get sweaty for sure. So just wanted to do a quick unboxing of the Bolt, show you some real quick comparative differences between that and the 10. And if you've got any other questions about either of these devices, I've got a bunch of videos up on the 10. If you want to see more on the Bolt, let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.